Hey guys, welcome back over here to the Breckenridge Distillery for one of your last looks here behind the scenes. Unless you come back for a tour, I guess you'll get another opportunity then. But right now I'm here with Jesse and we are hanging out in the barrel room. Now tell me about what's going on. We've kind of been making our way through the production facility throughout the show today and throughout this whole week. And now we are leading up to where this is basically like almost the finished product.
Absolutely. So it might be a little dark behind us, but there are hundreds of aging barrels, and literally, like, I can smell the whiskey seeping out of this. So behind us, we have some of our bourbon barrels aging. We also have our port and PX and the sauternes aging. And some of these barrels have been here for 10 years. Some we just filled actually this week. So we showed you guys some bourbon running on Wednesday. That will come in here and age anywhere from 4 to 6 years. And then we'll start blending that. But yeah, people can come and actually see this on a tour. And it's crazy. You walk in and you're like, whew, whiskey.
It does kind of hit you.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, this is such a cool space, and I think it just shows kind of how big we are. So we are distributed in 48, almost 49 states. And then we're also in international. International across the ocean. Yeah. So we're definitely a lot bigger than the mom and pop shop just sitting here in Breck.
You guys really have grown, and you were mentioning that it's recently, this last year was the 10th anniversary, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that this all started in Breck 10 years ago, and this part of the facility and the phase 2 that we showed you guys earlier this week really has come online in the past couple years. So just the expansion that we've seen over the past 10 years is incredible, starting with just making bourbon, to now having over 20 products.
And so let's talk about some of the other products that you guys have, because obviously the bourbon is the world-renowned, award-winning one that everyone knows and loves, but you were mentioning that there are several different modifications you guys have done to make them really unique.
Yeah, so as far as our whiskey line goes, our bread and butter is our whiskey, the bourbon whiskey, and then we do the port finishes, the PX and the sauternes. Those are all wine finishes. So we're getting barrels from Spain, from Portugal, all over the world, bringing those back here and then aging our bourbon in those. So it kind of gives that sweeter flavor palette to our whiskey. And then we do a gin. We have 4 different vodkas. We have espresso, chili, pear, and our just normal original vodka, and all of those ingredients are sourced here in Colorado. So we have the Colorado coffee roasters, we have the chili, like Pueblo, Colorado chilies, and we're getting our pears from Palisades. And then we do a couple specialties that you can't get anywhere else in the country. So our peach bourbon liqueur, the sauternes you can only find here, and we have an aquavit as well. So we're constantly kind of switching things up and using different ingredients and always trying to source local as much as we can.
Absolutely. So there's quite an extensive variety of different beverages, and that goes into your specialty cocktail menu as well, and folks can try that out when they come in for lunch and dinner. And you guys are offering lunch now. We gotta hit on that, because that's a fairly new thing that's being offered.
Yeah, we just started it last summer, so it's a Kansas City style barbecue. You can try a platter of your choice of pulled pork, ribs, or brisket. You can go big with a huge sandwich. One of them comes with a Dr. Pepper. I mean, that's just kind of cool. But our founder and our CEO, Brian, is from Kansas, so kind of bringing in that homegrown kind of flavor. So that's daily starting at 11, and it's served right out of our food truck on the patio.
And we have such rare opportunities for like good barbecue, surprisingly, like, here in Summit County, and it's fantastic. I've heard such great things about the barbecue menu here.
It's super good, and it's just such a great atmosphere in the summer. The sun's shining. We have patio furniture, picnic tables. It's perfect for the kids and the dogs, like I mentioned earlier, and all the yard games. I mean, it's where an adult can really be a kid and still drink booze. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it really is like a whole experience, like you were mentioning. So we are located just right over on Airport Road. Now, do folks need to stop in or call ahead for tours and tasting scheduling, or make reservations?
So for tours and tasting, those are first come, first serve. So we just recommend that you arrive a little bit early just to book your spot. If you want to do a VIP tour, you can visit our website at breckenridgedistillery.com, and that is reservation only. And then if you're coming in for lunch, first come, first serve. Dinner, you definitely want to make a reservation this time of year.
Awesome. Well, stop on in. And then today you mentioned, we got to throw in one more little tidbit, that you have the sauternes finish specialty tasting going on today.
Yep. So starting today at 11 until we close this evening at Main Street and at the distillery, you can come in and get a free taste of the sauternes.
And that starts at 11, so swing on over. That's when lunch, I believe, is kicking off as well.
Yep.
And we'll be having a great time here. It's really like a full-on like picnic out there. So bring the whole family, bring the dogs, kids, whoever, grandma, and have a great time with some good food and delicious cocktails.
Yep, we're located at 1925 Airport Road, and then our Main Street location is right in the heart of the Blue River Plaza. And then just another thing is we do offer a free shuttle, so the phone number's on our website. You can call that. We'll pick you up anywhere within the Breckenridge town limits, and we'll also take you home. So no reason to drink and drive when you can drink and ride.
That's true. You can get home safely, and we'll have fun while here. Well, stick around, you guys. We have more going on at the studio. That is it for us over here on the Breckenridge side of our show. Thanks so much for having us here all this week.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned a lot, and we'll see you out here for a cocktail or tour, lunch, dinner, happy hour, all of the above.
The whole day. It's a whole extravaganza. Well, stick around. We're going to send it back to the studio. Have a fantastic weekend, Summit County, and we will see you guys next week.